Hi, I'm Alex from the Southern Ukulele Store, and today we'll look at a new Southern Ukulele Store exclusive from Flight. About 7 or 8 months ago now, I spoke to the folks at Flight and I said, the Carabao has been the most important exclusive model we've ever done. You know, we've been making one-off ukuleles with different brands now for about 10 years, but the Carabao is the one that seemed to make the most people happy. It seemed to fit the most people's needs. And I said, well, can we do that? But could we maybe find a way of making a Carabao ukulele for those with a slightly lower budget, ideally something with a wider nut, something with a pickup, something with a solid top, with a gig bag, you know, all the things that people are looking for around that £200 price point. And it struck me that Flight already made several very, very good ukuleles around that price that had elements that we liked and elements that certain players would look at and go, that's not for me. For example, the Iris. The Iris is beautiful with its black finish and its blue pickguard, but for every 7 people that love that modern look were people who said, if it had a natural finish, I'd choose that. Likewise, there are people out there that just want something that isn't mahogany for back and sides. There's also people out there looking for a wider nut, something with a 38mm nut width. That's the most popular thing right now in the ukulele world, is wide nut ukuleles. I think that's part of why Flight, Enya, brands like that have become so successful. You'll see that even Carla have started to do that with the Contour series in recent times. So I said, please can we amalgamate, you know, your Iris model, your Victoria model, the things that make your ukes great, and make a Southern Ukulele Store model that's distinctly sus and Carabao-like. And that's how we ended up with this, the Carabao-Lite. I tried so hard to come up with a cool, quirky, imaginative name for it. But then when I saw the prototype, to me, it just has the Carabao-Lite aesthetic to it. You have a solid spruce top with a wooden mango pickguard. So it's an actual wood pickguard there. It's very, very thin though, very, very nice. Doesn't add any weight to the top that you'd notice. Solid spruce top. It's got the fake mother of pearl rosette, the same thing you get on the Iris. An Indian rosewood fingerboard and bridge. We've gone for a tie-on bridge on this model because lots of people love the tie-on bridge, the classic ukulele bridge. There are people out there that aren't into the pin bridge, so I wanted to get something that ticked that box. You have the offset markers, which most people love because they wrap around the fingerboard and you can see them when you look down, and they're block inlays, but only tiny block inlays. Oh, chef's kiss. You have here the classic Flight Iris style headstock with the really good quality Prowell open gear tuners. There is a tiny subtle Southern Ukulele Store logo on the back because branding. And then you have this wide nut, the 38mm nut width, it's a bone nut and saddle. And then the back is laminate mango. In certain sizes, you're definitely spoilt for choice. There's lots of really great tenors out there at just around that £200 price point. But for me, it was important that we made one that I would always want to show people. Romeo, Phil, Gunsy and I, you know, we love to be able to show off the Southern Ukulele Store exclusives and know in our heart that we're showing something that competes with anything else at the same price. And we've definitely achieved that here, thanks to Flight. The reason we have gone for laminate is because it brings the price down substantially, and in my opinion, the Iris is the best ukulele at the moment, around £150. If we were to make this ukulele all solid, it would bring it straight up to that Carabao price point, and I think, truly, having been doing this for 16 years now, I feel hand on heart, when I leave work and go home, I have the best ukulele at that price for sale, so I'm really proud of this. You've got cream binding for the front and back, because I love cream binding. No other reason, just because I like it. I'm selfish like that. And then we've put an active double pickup. You can see the sound hole control tucked away in there. I'll do a better B-roll version of that for you. So you've got volume and tone control. It's giggable. It comes in a really cool padded gig bag. It's a blue gig bag, same as you get with the Iris. A bit more subtle than the red Flight bag that we've done in the past. And it comes at launch in tenor and baritone. I have concerts in production that will be here towards Christmas. The baritone, to my surprise, I thought we would be I thought they would be popular, but actually we had 20 of these done on our first batch, and 5 of these sold in the day from when they arrived and were set up and checked to when I'm filming this video. So there's something about this baritone that's really attracting people. I love the Flight baritones have a slightly wider body. You know, it's more like a tiny jumbo guitar body. It's still very much a baritone uke, but it's a modern shape. What Flight have done is they've mirrored their tenor shape and made it bigger, whereas traditionally a lot of baritone ukuleles are in an enlarged concert shape. The baritone has the same spec as the tenor. Obviously the tenor is a 17-inch scale. This is a 20.75-inch scale, so it's a modern baritone ukulele. Slotted headstock, sus logo on the back, Indian rose with fingerboard and bridge. Solid spruce top with laminate mango back and sides. The other reason I wanted to use mango is, as much as I love mango as a tone wood, I also love how it looks, and it's the wood that most people who walk into the shop with a budget of under £1,000 tend to be drawn to. You know, if you're looking at the super high end, koa will always be king, but if koa is king, mango is the queen, and there is nothing wrong with the queen. So each of these are individually listed on our website. They come with a pickup, wide nut, solid top, gig bag, all the things that everyone is asking us for. And I'm super duper proud that my shop, the shop that I love, has this ukulele. So the Carabao-Lite available now. I'm going to play them for you and see what you think. I'm going to play it upside down, but I will also get one of the guys to play it right way around for you, because obviously the pick guard is quite an important part of the look, but please ignore the fact that I'm playing upside down. may have said this before in a video, I may have not. My measure of a good baritone is an F chord, so a B flat chord on a normal ukulele. That first position bar chord, particularly if you leave the E string open, if the decay is really long, like a really smooth decay, that to me is the sign of a good baritone, because there's nothing guitar-like about it, but it's not ukulele-like either. Shh, don't tell anyone, that's my secret.